What's going on, Canes fans? I wanted to take a brief moment and just ask a quick favor from you guys. We're always talking about how we're all family here at the U. Things are just different here, and other people just don't understand. They don't get it. So what I would love to see is you guys showing Louis Hedley some love down in the comment section below and just welcoming him to the U, because I'm going to be real with you guys, he's going to see this video. So I think it would be awesome. It would mean a lot to me, and I'm sure it would mean a lot to him if you guys just give him a warm welcome to the U, and just like I said, just tear it up in the comment section below and just let him know how happy you are to have him on the squad. I'm super excited having him join the U, and he's super pumped about it as well. So welcome him down in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's hop into this interview. What's going on, Hurricanes fans? I have a special guest for you guys today. We have our future punter, Louis Hedley, on the line. Louis, we do things a little bit different at Miami. I'm sure you've kind of put two and two together. Everybody here is family, so I thought this might be a good opportunity for the Canes family to get to know you a little bit. So I appreciate you taking time out of your day to sit down with us, Louis.
No worries, Coop. Looking forward to it, mate.
I actually put up a video asking viewers of the channel, Hurricanes family members, to submit questions for you, things that they wanted to know about you, to get to know you. So I'm going to ask you some of those questions, and we'll just go from there. So some of them football related, some of them not football related. Hopefully that's okay. Swag Money wants to know, how many tattoos do you have? Do you know?
No, I'm not too sure. They're pretty much, I've got two sleeves and my chest done. They're all pretty much combined into one tattoo. So I don't really have, individual ones. I've got a couple on my leg, and my arm and my chest and my other arm all link up to pretty much one tattoo. So I got a lot, probably too many.
Gotcha. And that leads into the next question, and we'll, of course, I'm sure you do get this a lot from everybody. And everybody, I would say a good 50% of the questions were revolving around tattoos. So I'll ask one more tattoo and then we'll move on. Danny wants to know, what tattoo hurt the most?
My nipples. I got both my nipples tattooed, and yeah, that was excruciating. I'd never want to do that again.
Yeah, that I'll check that off my list. I'm not going to get a nipple tattoo, that's for sure. So all right, we'll move along to a couple more serious questions, some of them kind of football related here. Luke Raymond would like to know, what's your longest punt? I'm assuming he means in a game situation. Do you happen to know your longest punt in a game?
Yeah, I think I'm not 100% sure. I think my longest punt last season at City College was about 63 yards. I was just kicking rollout rugby punts, though. You know what I mean? I wasn't kicking spirals at all, so I guess for that, and where I was in San Francisco, it was pretty much a wind tunnel. So it's probably the worst day to kick in California as a punter. It was just a wind tunnel, and it was just horrible. That's why coming to Miami, I can't wait to sort of showcase with some big spirals, and there's not that much wind, and it's hot. It's just perfect conditions for kicking, punting.
Exactly.
So looking forward.
Yeah, and you mentioned the rollout. Do you prefer to punt kind of out of rolling out, or would you rather be kind of just a standard, not stationary punt, but 2 or 3 steps, or do you prefer the rollout method?
I'm seriously just happy. Whatever the coach prefers, I can do traditional spirals, and I can do rollout. I guess you guys call them rugby punts.
Yep,
so
exactly.
I guess it's good. If I can do both and mix it up, then it keeps the punt returner and the opposition special teams coach wondering what I'm going to do. So it'll be good. I can't wait to sort of showcase what I can do. And I guess
that's true.
Still haven't met the special teams coach at Miami, but I'm looking forward to it. And I guess we'll get into it over the summer, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, the rollout punting thing doesn't seem to be as common, and I think that it works out well because it buys everybody time to kind of get downfield and get to the punt returner before he gets to it. So I'm a pretty big fan of it.
Yeah, no, it's good at with that three steps you're taking left is your gunners have already started as soon as that ball snaps. So that 3 or 4 steps taking a roll out, it gives your gunners plenty of opportunity to get down there. And, most of my mates that are punting in college now that do the rollouts, their net average is pretty good, and they've had pretty good college careers. So I'm happy to do either. Just whatever Coach Diaz and the special team coach comes up with, then, we'll roll with it.
Gotcha. I love to hear that, team player. Isaiah James would like to know another big question for you. I'm sure you get asked this a lot. I'm going to throw it out there. How old are you?
I'm 25, but yeah, I get that a lot because most people, especially college, come straight out of high school. So with my tattoos and whatnot, it's pretty uncommon for a dude coming straight out of high school to have so many tattoos. You know what I mean? So I get asked that a lot.
And moving on, I'll chug right along here. Mike Steves wants to know, how do you feel about walking into a team that has completely overhauled the coaches? Obviously, as you're aware, with the hiring of head coach Manny Diaz, a lot of coaches on the offensive side of the ball are going to be different this year. How do you feel about that? Because I believe when you were initially recruited, it was with a different set of coaches, correct?
Yep, it was when I was recruited. It was obviously through Coach Hartley, and Coach Rick gave me the green light. So, I'm forever grateful for them two coaches, especially Coach Hartley. Without Coach Hartley, I wouldn't have the opportunity to play at the U, and, I owe him everything, and I'm sure I'll stay in contact with him over the next few years. And with the new coaching staff coming in, Coach Diaz, he was a part of Miami. He was a defensive coordinator, and I think the defense needed a punter more than anyone, just to help them out with ground. So, coming into, it's still the same for me. Whoever Coach Diaz gets for the job is going to be awesome. You know what I mean? And as soon as that all starts rolling, then it's just the same goal. And I think I spoke to Coach Diaz briefly a couple days ago, and he's a man on a mission. And I think Miami are going to do great things next year.
Yep, that's what Canes fans are really hoping. We're big fans of Manny Diaz. I'm sure you've been able to tell. We're pretty hyped, and we're pretty excited about this next season. And that actually leads me to one of my questions for you. This can be kind of a difficult question to answer as well, because I'm sure there's a lot of answers to it. But what would you say is the number one reason why you chose Miami?
I guess lifestyle. I guess I had I was talking to a few other colleges, but from the get-go, when I first discovered college football, which was only about 3 years ago, hypothetically, I would talk about what teams I'd want to play for, and I would always say Miami. So, when I got contacted by Miami, it was a dream come true for me. And I guess just everything. I've watched a few old school Miami videos, and it's the coolest place on earth, and it's the best college in college football.
We're a different breed. It's different at Miami, most definitely. Did you have offers from any other big schools?
No, it's with the academy I'm in, Pro Kick Australia. We don't accept offers and rack them up and choose between 3 or 4. We wait till the right offer there, and if a team was to approach me, it's just a yes or no for me. And we don't really post offers, and we only commit when we're going to commit, and we don't decommit. It's just not what we do. Pro Kick Australia, we have a pretty high standard, and the coaches there helped me with my decision. And obviously, as soon as Miami come around, there was no second thought to it. I was a Cane from the get go, and nothing on earth will change my mind from that. And I'm really excited to get there.
Nice. I love it. Love it. So that just to fill some of the Miami Hurricanes fans in, because not everyone is aware of your background. You did grow up in Australia, correct? I want to make sure that I've got that right.
Yep. Grew up in Australia. Grew up in a tiny little fishing town on the coast. My dad was a fisherman, and just I've always played Australian rules football since I was in diapers. I was just running around kicking a ball, so it's second nature to me. And I guess I've always wanted to come to America, but I didn't really know how. And then a couple of years ago, Pro Kick Australia, I got in contact with them and sort of had a few chats over the phone, and went and kicked in front of them, and they told me I had a future in college football and possibly the NFL. It was just I haven't looked back.
Yeah, I have to say, most definitely, of course, this is a little biased coming from a Miami Hurricanes fan and a Miami Hurricanes channel. But Miami is definitely the place to go if you're looking for future opportunities in the NFL. If you look at the number of players in the NFL currently from Miami, the number is just mind blowing. It's crazy. So you made the right decision. I can promise you that, my friend.
Yeah, no, Miami, like I said, it's the best college in college football, and if anyone says anything other than that, then they're lying. And like you said, I think for an opportunity in the NFL, like there's no better place than Miami. The weather, the kicking conditions. We get to kick in Hard Rock, get to play in Hard Rock every second week. So it's set up perfectly for me. I just got to take 1 year at a time, one game at a time, and we'll go from there.
Have you been to Hard Rock Stadium yet?
No, I haven't been there yet. I went for my official visit on about a month ago now, probably. And I fell in love with the place. I think the facilities, they're reconstructing the new gym there at the moment, and it's so everything's there on a platter. For success, and especially to do with like education-wise as well. I'm going to come out of there with a great degree, something to fall back on after football. So yeah, it's all good.
Now, how many years do you have of eligibility to play at Miami? Do you know?
Yeah, I have 3. So
Three?
I'll have.
Okay.
I'm coming in as a redshirt sophomore, and then I've got my sophomore year, junior year, and senior year, and I'll be there all 3 of them.
The biggest reason why I wanted to ask that is I wanted to make sure that you get to play FSU at Hard Rock, because let me tell you, I went to that game this past season, and it's lit. It gets so loud in there in Hard Rock Stadium. It's crazy. So you're going to love it.
Yeah, I can't wait. Those couple of big games, and I think the first game of the season is against University of Florida. So looking forward to going whooping them. It'll be good.
Yeah, and that actually leads into one of the questions I was going to ask you. What team, if any, of course you want to win every game, but what team are you most looking forward to beating while you're at Miami? Because we have a couple of rivals, and we're going to be facing them over the next few seasons. Is there any team in particular that you just really like to just beat the heck out of?
Yeah, I think any Florida team I'd like to beat. You know what I mean? Whether it's the Gators, whether it's USF, but the most probably Florida State. There's a huge rival there, and I'd love
always
to beat
close.
Especially, it'll even be better. I think we're versing them at their home this season, so beating them at home would be pretty cool. Just stick it in their face. It'll be unreal.
Yep, I love it. I love the attitude, man. I love it. So I've got just a couple of more questions. I already promised you I wouldn't take up too much of your time. I'll hit up maybe 3 or 4 more, and then we'll let you go. This actually isn't one of the questions, but I have to ask. Right now, while I am interviewing you, I live in East Tennessee. It's Tuesday, January 8th at 9:18 p.m. What day and time is it in Australia right now?
At the moment, it is probably about 90 degrees in the morning on Wednesday. It is 10:18 a.m.
Wow, that's crazy. That just blows my mind. I had to ask, had to find out. So
yeah, we're 13 hours ahead of you guys, I think.
Yep. Yeah, that's crazy. So I'll move on to a couple of other viewer questions. It looks like here Jeff would like to know if you can play any other position, or if you have ever played any other position in your football career.
No, I haven't. I think when I first got to City College of San Francisco, the Duke I was at, I got there 3 days before the first game, and I'd never even watched a game of football in my life, whether it was on TV or live. So I got thrown into the deep end pretty quick. So my main concern was just focusing on getting better at punting. I had no concern in playing any other position. I think it's for me to make the NFL, and I just need to focus on punting. And at the next level, so like a place like Miami, everyone's elite, and to be able to play another position other than punting, I'd have to be pretty talented. So I'm just going to stick to punting.
Yeah, I got you. That actually leads me to one more question. I know, because a lot of fans, obviously, let's just be honest here. You're a pretty bulky, buff guy for a punter, from what a lot of people are used to seeing, and I mean that as a compliment to you. But Arsenio wants to know what your max bench press is.
My max bench press is about 315, I think.
315. I realize that doesn't help your kick game very much, but a lot of people were asking, so.
Yeah, I got when I was redshirting, because I redshirted last year for the junior college, so I could have 3 years of eligibility at wherever I end up. I was just my best mate was the O-line coach, so he worked me pretty hard, pretty much every day. So, I got my strength up there. Probably not as strong as I was last season, but it's I put on a bit of size and it's good.
Kirk would like to know if you think you will get a U tattoo now that you are going to attend Miami.
Yeah, if I go to Miami, I'll 100% get a U tattoo. I'll probably wait till I'm there for a year just to make sure. But
yeah, oh yeah, no, that's understandable. Tattoos are forever.
As soon as I touch soil in Miami after I sign, I'll be looking at getting a tattoo. I don't know where. I'll probably get Sebastian or something tattooed on my leg, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Gotcha. Yep, I'm still looking at getting my first tattoo. I don't have a single one, so maybe a Miami one might be a good first choice for me.
Hey, sounds good.
Yeah. One last question I'll ask you, and then we'll wrap it up, and I'll let you go, my man. Is there a particular song that you listen to before a game to pump you up? And if not, is there maybe just a genre, rap, country, rock, or if there is a particular song, what is it?
Yeah, I listen to rap. I listen to Drake. A lot of Drake. Meek Mill's new album's pretty good. So it's a mix up between a lot of artists, but I just got it sort of on the shuffle when it before a game. I guess I don't really listen to too much music before a game. I'm out there before everyone else punting, and it's sort of it's hard to kick while you got headphones around or holding an iPhone in your hand. So
right.
Before going to America, I sort of listened to that music, but then moving over to San Fran and becoming brothers with all the boys at City College of San Francisco, they sort of changed my culture for the better, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, like I mentioned, man, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to talk with Coop and the Hurricanes family members, because like I said, everybody's been chomping at the bit just to talk to you for a few minutes and submitting questions and things like that. So I appreciate it. Miami, we've been struggling at the special teams department for the past few seasons, and everybody's just super pumped to get some new blood in there. People are really hyped on you, I have to tell you. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready to put in some work, man, because we're really excited to watch you play next season.
Thanks, Coop. It was good talking to you, and thank you to all the Miami fans that have showed me so much love. It makes it that more exciting when I know I've got Miami behind me and supporting me. So I can't wait. I sign in February, and I'll be over there to start of summer, and I just can't wait to get to work and expect big things from Miami. I think it's going to be a great year. 2019 is going to be awesome.